Hey dolls, and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be super exciting. I'm going to be showing you guys this beginner friendly, super protective and versatile human hair crochet install. Not to mention this is a 2-for-1 because you'll be able to remove this and have an entire wig once removed. So it's kind of like a sew-in, but it's way lighter, very seamless, and you'll be able to put this in a high ponytail, a half a path down, a middle part, and even a flip over because of how flexible and airy this entire install is. And my favorite part is being able to remove this at any time to maintain wash days for both your natural hair and extensions, and you don't have to worry about uninstalling all those braids just to do so. So if you're interested in seeing how I achieve this look, make sure you keep on watching. Alrighty, so shout out to HOTBRAIDS for sponsoring this video. I will be showing you guys this gorgeous hair, but before we get into that, this is what you get in your little care package, everything you need, and also a storage bag. So onto this hair, I will be showing you guys their exotic kinky coily hair. And this is 245 grams of their feather crochet human hair, and this hair was so beautiful straight out of the pack, but it is not the color of my hair. Y'all know my hair is colored, so I had to do a quick little bleach bath on these bundles, and this took absolutely no time because you guys saw in my previous video I did a watercolor, and it's just so fast and simple. So we're going to do this quick little bleach bath, and this is not a detailed tutorial on how to bleach color your hair because I just wanted to show you guys that though this hair did have to go through a little processing, those curls still managed to hold up, they were still popping, and it was not damaged by this bleach processing. So in the big bucket, I'm using 40 volume developer, the powder bleach, and water, and in the small little buckets, I'm using 20 volume developer, powder bleach, and water. And this is going to add dimension to the bundle. Instead of it being one whole color, half of the bundle is going to be a richer brown and the other part is going to be a lighter highlighted type color. So I divided both of those rings in half. It's still the one bundle, I just divided it so I can do different processing times, and it's easy to manage making sure all of this product is getting through all of those strands. And I just eyed it once it was done processing. This is how it was looking. As you guys can see, this is one half of the bundle, it's a little brighter, and when I turn it, this side is darker. So once I install this in my hair, it's not going to be flat, it's going to have lots of dimension, going to look so beautiful. So as you guys can see, this was the final result. So chocolate highlighted. I made sure to leave 2 of the portions of hair darker at the roots because my hair is grown out. So now on to this installation, and as you can see, I have my leave out already sectioned off and flat twisted to be out of the way, and I have my entire perimeter out, which includes my nape area, so I'll also be able to do a high ponytail if I please. And for this specific crochet method, you do not have to worry about your braids being super neat and perfect, but make sure they're as flat as you can get them. And we also want to make sure it's as flat as possible because we want to be able to do our updos without it being bulky, okay? And make sure you have a perimeter braid going around your entire head because this is what our combs are going to secure onto. So onto these caps, we are not going to use this type of cap. She is too flimsy, and we trying to make sure we have a wig once we done with this installation. Y'all look how easily this ripped. We're not trying to have this going on. We're trying to do a 2-for-1, a crochet method and a wig when we're done. So we don't need this happening. So throw this one out. We're not going to use her. We're going to use this one. And she was heavy duty. This is actually made for crochet hairstyles. She did not have to worry about getting ripped and torn from that hook. If I make a mistake, I can just make sure that it's still secure. And look how sturdy this is, okay? So when we remove this, it's going to still be a whole wig intact. It had an elastic band and also these 2 combs, so I didn't even have to sew down the back of my hair because it was so secure already. So I'll have this linked below. I found it in my local beauty supply store, but once I made sure it was nice and secure on my head, I went ahead and just started securing the net on my head with needle and thread around that perimeter braid. So I'm only going to be sewing down the nets on the perimeter braid on the side and the top. I did not go down to the bottom. I only did the sides and the top because the bottom already had combs, and I just wanted to be able to cut off this thread and have a wig once I'm done. So I didn't find it necessary to sew down the entire thing because the back is already secure, as you can see. So once I finished sewing down the top of the net and also the sides, I ended up cutting off the excess parts that we didn't need to expose my leave out. And now I have my net molded to my head and also the perfect circumference and size for my future wig. Now on to the most important part, installing the feather crochet. And this is just a close-up of the color that we created. You can see it's nice and chocolate and highlighted as well. But to install the feather crochet, I'm starting off at the perimeter and top of my head. I'm scooping the open needle through the hole of the net, inserting the thread of the feather crochet through the needle, closing it, pulling it through the hole, dividing it in half, putting the other half of the hair through that hole, and then pulling it to lock it into our netted cap. And this is how the first piece looks. And we are going to repeat this throughout our entire head, but you all can see that I am starting with the perimeter of my head first. I'm going to start in a circle. So I'm going to start around the perimeter, the sides, the back, and then I'm going to start closing in that circle because we want to fill in this hair where it matters the most. Do not just start from the back of your head and work up because you might run out of hair. This was more than enough hair for me, but you don't want to run out. So start from the perimeter where it matters and then start closing in that circle just for safety measures. All right, so this is how the hair was looking once I just finished the top, and this was just the top, not even the sides, and she was looking good. She was looking good and full already. So once I got the hang of it, moving swiftly and nice, I started on the nape area of my head, and I am not going through my braids. We're not going through the braids at all because when we cut off the threaded parts that we sewed down, this is going to come off as a whole piece. None of these things are attached to our braids. So make sure you are only putting the needle through the hole of the cap and not through your braid as well. So once you put that needle through the cap, make sure it is not through your braid, because if you pull that crochet piece through your braid and through that cap, that crochet piece will be locked on your braid and the cap. So if you happen to just snag little pieces of your braid, that should be fine. But if you're wholeheartedly just going through the entire braid intentionally, you won't be able to remove this thing as a whole one piece, and you might have to remove your entire braid down to remove this from your head. Considering myself a finer hair girly, I don't really have dense, heavy, thick strands of hair that may be able to endure these little tiny pieces of thread being locked into my hair like that. So the original crochet method is just braiding your hair and doing this exact same method onto just the braid. I personally do not want to take down my entire braid down to remove those and have to wash my hair and reinstall them when I can just do a 2-for-1 this way. And I most certainly do not want to risk knotting these little thread pieces onto my braids when removing. Like, that is just a nightmare, and for a hairstyle it's just not worth it. And that's just in my opinion. But this is how my hair was looking once the entire perimeter was done. All I had to do was start working throughout the middle, but we got the important part done. So if I run out of hair, that will just be okay because no one will see it. But I didn't. As you guys can see, I'm literally just working and I have more than enough hair to work with, and we're just closing in that circle. You're gonna see the circle get smaller and smaller because we're just closing it in. And I was using 2 pieces some of the way, and then I was going with singular pieces for some of the weight as well. So I was just going back and forth just so I can maintain getting it done a little faster and also making sure it was flat. So you don't have to do 2 pieces per little hole of the cap. You can do 1 piece because you will have a lot of hair on your head. But this came out so good. Y'all can see I have about a half of the bundle left. I had so much hair left, so I wasn't nowhere near running out. And look how beautiful, look how beautiful this hair was looking. OMG, I was just obsessed the color T. You can see the color a little better now. You can see that. So yeah, I was excited about that. And now it's just time to blend in our leave out, our very short leave out, because our hair is not the same length as this. So let's work on that. And child, when I tell y'all I tried to do a thing with a new product, I should have known better, because I had to wash it all out. But I did want to show y'all that I am able to put this in a high ponytail if need be, because we did leave our entire perimeter out. And also I'm able to do cute little half up, half down styles if I wanted to. And it is so flat. It's so seamless and so easy to move around, brush, put in a low ponytail, high ponytail, and just out of my face if I wanted to. But in these clips, even this one, I have product in my hair. Absolutely hated how I used the product. It just was heavy. I didn't like it. So I ended up washing all of this out at the end of the night. So I used this time while my hair was already stretched out to cut my face framing layers, cut some little nice layers in the front and in the back, and cut it to my desired length at the bottom as well, so I can blend this with my natural hair, because clearly my natural hair is way shorter than these extensions. But this is the following morning with absolutely no product in my hair, freshly washed hair, leave out, freshly washed and conditioned, no product in my natural hair or the extensions. I was so traumatized from that product. I said, I'm just using water. I'm literally going to use water in this new brush that I got that I want to try out. And it says it gives you like second, third day hair. So I didn't have to worry about waiting for the third day to get that fluffy, just effortless, not too defined curl look. And this is the brush right here. I'll have it linked down below. And when I say I loved how these curls came out, y'all know I am a Denman brush girly to the ground. I swear by that brush. But I just wanted my curls to have that very natural, fluffy, third, second day look when it gets a little more frizzier and just a little worn in. I don't know, I've just been loving that look with curly hair lately, and also with this brush. Even if you do use product, like I'm sure a lot of people will use product, I probably will use product in the future, but those little bristles just still keeps the texture. It smooths it out, but it still keeps a little of the frizz and texture. So yeah, I've been feeling that, and the end result was so good. I didn't have to worry about over picking it to get that big look. It was already there once it air dried. So with a combination of just water and this little texture brush, it did what it had to do. And this whole process was so simple and easy and just fun to do. It literally feels like I have nothing on my head. It's so lightweight and just easy to manage. So I continue to do this throughout my entire head. This is how one side looks. As you can see, the curls are not clumped together. They're very much flowy and just airy, and it's gonna dry so cute. So I'm gonna do that to the other side of my head, and now we're gonna get into the leave out. So for my leave out, I'm just going in with my extreme gel, spray it with water, brush it out, and just go in with a flat twist. And this is what I'm going to do to my hair every night to maintain my leave out. And the flat twist allow my hair to still have texture to it, but it's stretching out my curls. So my natural curl pattern was not blending with this hair. This hair is still much longer than my natural hair. So I had to do these flat twists to stretch it out and blend them into the extensions to look natural. And there's so many other ways you can blend your natural leave out with your curly extensions. You can do flexi rods, you can do perm rods, you can even go in with a small, tiny wand curler. But yeah, I was not doing all that. Like, I am so low maintenance. These little flat twists, if I could do this every night and maintain the actual curl, the natural curl pattern of the hair extensions, then that's what we gonna do. And if I'm being completely honest, by day 4, I had completely stopped flat twisting altogether. I just started going to sleep with a hair scarf and waking up and tucking my natural leave out into the cap with bobby pins, and that looked even better. It literally looks like it was growing out of my scalp, but this is just another method. So you can see this looks amazing. If my hair was long enough, this would have blended perfectly. But since my hair is much shorter, I have to go in with the extra steps. So I'm taking a small little piece of the extension, a small little section of my hair, and loosely twisting them together. And I'm gonna repeat that until all of my leave out is completely blended in with the extensions. And once I finish all my twisting, I went ahead with my pick and just picked out all the areas I wanted more volume. And this is what I was left with. This was first date hair. So the fact that this hair looked like this on the first day with absolutely no product, just water, had me gagged. So you know, as the days passed, the hair just got bigger, fluffier, and more natural looking. But I gotta show y'all how easy it was for me to just take this wig off and reapply it. So after wearing the hair for a couple of days, I cut off the thread where we sewed down that cap. So 3 additional wig combs to the top on each side because we already had the 2 at the bottom. And I'm able to just slip this right back on my head. As you can see, I have a whole wig that is custom made to the size of my head. With these feather-like crochet, it literally feels like air on my head, and I can wash my braids. The wig is still secure without having it locked and sewed down. And this is how I was blending my leave out as the days went by. I wasn't even flat twisting them anymore. And this looks natural. That said, I should have continued flat twisting them, but this actually looks like it's grown out of my scalp. I actually like this method a little bit better. But I was able to take this off when I go to sleep because I don't like hair on my head like that when I'm going to sleep. Or like if I'm working out, I don't want hair all the time. Like I want to be able to wear my hair scarf and let my scalp breathe. So this was perfect. But this basically concludes the video. If you guys are interested in this hair, make sure you check out the description box below for all the specifics. And also I'll have a coupon code for you guys to save some money, but I'll have everything linked that I used in the video. And if you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you did. And I hope to see you guys in my future videos. Bye guys. Mwah.